Right, Keselowski, he won here in 2014. Vince?
With Ryan Sieg currently third on the chart. They mocked up, did a mock qualifying run. You guys have been impressive this season. I know it's a small team. How'd you evaluate the way things have gone through the first 3 races?
Things have gone great on the 39 team. We're still looking for a full-time sponsor this year, and we've done an outstanding job. We're around Ganassi and Roush and all those guys. We're just a small team trying to make it, and we're doing excellent right now so far.
Yeah, it's been an impressive start to the season for this 39 and Ryan Sieg.
Better and better at each stop so far on the circuit. And we come here to Phoenix.
Top 10 and seeing the stories that really catch my eye. Ryan Sieg up in the 3rd spot. We talk so much about the speed of that young man and the work that team does in order to be competitive. That's very impressive.
Right now in practice is Bubba Wallace. Right behind him, Ryan Sieg, who was top 5 in that opening session of the day.
And Larry, you talked, maybe that was a qualifying run, maybe it wasn't, but Sieg is impressive, up in the top 10, and I think this is a race run. He's run 5 or 6 laps now, and so he's got some good pace for the longer run as well. That's fun to watch. We know how hard this team tries and how much that kid puts into the effort. It's fun to see him have results.
Well, outrun the people that they should be outrunning, and that's what they do on a pretty regular basis.
And if you look at his stat line, Daytona, Atlanta, Vegas, that 39 team's gotten better and better each week. And came home second.
Wow, what a great race, though. And Eric Jones he put a textbook pass on Ross Chastain. If you're going to get beat, it's never fun to get beat. But, man, you got to just appreciate when you give your
career victory for him. And at that time, he was the youngest ever winner in Truck Series competition. That since has changed with Cole Custer getting a win a couple of years ago.
Yeah, 17 years old. He had not even graduated from high school at that point.
That's become the norm in the Truck Series. These young kids are showing up and they're ready to race. I think it's iRacing and all the go-karts and Legends cars they've driven, but when they get to NASCAR, they get a chance here. They really are impressive.
I think this guy's a young guy too, but Ryan Sieg is 28. He doesn't exactly fit the youth movement category, but another great story when you look at those guys in the Xfinity Series garage trying to make it happen. Fresh off a top 15 run last week at Las Vegas. Crew Chief Cowboy Starlin, one of the best in the garage when you talk about taking the parts and pieces that he's been giving and putting a great product on the track. And now they're running 2 cars with that 93 machine of Dylan Lupton, so they really have their work cut out for them right now.
And we've had 41 of our 42 drivers go out and make a practice run. There will be 2 drivers that do not make this show tomorrow, and we have qualifying.
A 90-minute session, only 28 minutes to go. Kyle Busch, Ty Dillon.
Information well after last week, and Kyle's starting to think, you know what, I'm thinking I need to shut that down because Daniel Suarez is still calling me all the time, asking me advice, and he's getting a little bit too quick out there. But it's interesting because Kyle says, I like helping these young guys. When I was that age, I could have gone to Jeff Gordon, and I didn't.
And I'll say this, if you like Daniel Suarez, you need to watch us. 26, 8:55.
Don't think we'll get there tomorrow. Yeah,
the concern he has is, Larry, you have to give these things so much gas on exit. If they start stepping out, that's a long day at work. So they got to make sure they balance that somewhat.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it earlier. You do use a tremendous amount of brake here because these straightaways are so long and the corners are so flat. In fact, turn 1 is almost like a 90-degree corner. But the more brakes you use, that heat is transferred into that steel wheel, and it just builds the air pressure up, and that just
he needs to, Michael.
Well, he's going to go anywhere he needs to because he's got so much control of that car. Watch this move, and this will be common tomorrow. We talked about hooking that yellow line. Well, how about hooking under it? There's grip down there, and he used the apron to make that pass. We'll see these guys racing all over that turn 3 and 4 area.
The race. Thanks, Chase. Jamie?
Ryan Sieg, one of the less funded teams, you could say. Pretty quick first practice yesterday. You were top 10 in speeds. What do you expect from qualifying here for you guys?
I would say at least somewhere around 13, lucky 13. Hopefully we get around there. But it's been fun here at Phoenix. I love coming out here and racing in the Xfinity Series, and it's just a lot of fun. I'm glad they come on and support our series.
Nice to see you guys make your way out here. A lot of work for these guys coming out west.
Yeah, and they're staying out all 3 weeks, Jamie. I talked to Cowboy Kevin Starlin this morning, Ryan Sieg's crew chief, and I said, what do you think? He said, we got a top 15 car for qualifying. I would say that means perfect goal for them to make that final round. We'll see what happens with the 39. Now let's go back to 6.507, fastest lap we've seen this weekend.
Now we're getting down to within a half a second or so of that track record.
10 finish of the year. That's Jeb Burton right behind him as we go back to what happened with Elliott Sadler and Blake Cook. The same. Lap traffic, something that really can be a huge factor here.
Lap traffic in an Xfinity race changes everything. And right here you see Kyle get caught up right behind this black and white car, the 39. And you know, that definitely, I mean, it's at least a second and a half worth of lap time that he's lost, and allows Eric Jones